Hello, my name is Alicia. I am here to talk about my first pregnancy, which is my current pregnancy, and the stuff people don't really talk about on YouTube. Now, I have seen a few people talk about certain things that scared them about pregnancy, but I've never really seen anybody actually talk about their genuine fears of pregnancy. For example, everyone talks about how great their pregnancy is and how good it's going and how excited they are, but nobody really mentions the scary things like postpartum and the effects of actually giving birth and how long it's going to take to get better after that and stuff like that. So that's what I want to talk about. So today actually marks 20 weeks for me. I am 20 weeks pregnant. Um, so far, I have not experienced any sickness whatsoever. I have not had morning sickness or afternoon, whatever, how morning sickness actually is. It's supposed to be the whole day, not just the morning. I have had sensitive smell to a lot of things. Like the very first thing I've noticed that had a different smell to me was nacho cheese Doritos. Um, couldn't do it. My fiance would smell it or eat it, and I would smell it, and I was just like, you cannot eat that next to me. And then other things like cheese puffs and stuff like that is something that he likes, but I don't really care for. Stuff like that kind of started to make me sick. Other than that, I mean, I don't really have any kind of sickness whatsoever. I have a known history for stomach problems. When I was a kid, I actually had to go to the emergency room several times for certain stomach problems. So I was actually terrified that that would bring on with my first pregnancy. Thankfully, I just have my normal symptoms. Going to the bathroom, going number two, very uncomfortable. I've been in and out of the hospital for years for stomach problems. They don't know what's going on. I went to see a GI. They don't know. I've had a colonoscopy, everything. They can't find anything that's wrong, which really kind of bugs me. But aside from that, my current symptoms kind of just consist of smelling things and kind of getting nauseated, but not actually throwing up. And then migraines. Oh my gosh, I have a known history for migraines. They are way worse now that I'm pregnant. It's just been a roller coaster of migraines. Thankfully, my doctor prescribed me something that was safe for pregnancy. I took probably 3 out of the whole dose that she prescribed me, and that was within the last week. So I can take them every 6 hours for my migraines, but I've only had to take one a day for 3 days straight, and then my migraines haven't come back. I get slight headaches, but that's about it. Other than that, this is kind of be also like I'm not going to really edit this video because one, it's just a lot of work to edit. And two, I don't want people to think that I've rehearsed this a bunch of times because I literally just pressed record and I'm just kind of telling you exactly what's on my mind as of right now. But my main thing for wanting to post this video was because I am terrified of giving birth. I am just terrified. Like, I don't know how it's going to be, if, I'm going to have emergency C-section, stuff like that. I do plan on having a natural birth. That's what I want. But I'm just kind of terrified considering this is my first pregnancy, how it's all going to go. There's only one person I've really watched on YouTube that has talked about postpartum and their experience right after birth, which is Colleen Ballinger. Now, pretty sure, obviously, a lot of you should know who she is. I mean, she's Miranda Sings. She's a great person, role model of mine. Love her. She's so open with her whole life. I love her so much. Her and Rachel, I watch them all the time. But I watched, when Flynn was born, I watched her whole journey, before then, during her birth, after the birth, her birthing vlog, everything. And then I also watched her describing her birth of Flynn, and that kind of got me because I was just like, nobody really talks about that. Nobody ever on YouTube talks about their how terrified they are. They just talk about, oh, pregnancy's going great, and I'm this many weeks, I'm that many weeks, and I got this, and this is my baby haul. No, I want more people to express their feelings as far as the terrific things, like horrible things that they think of, that they go through just so everyone knows, you're not alone. You don't have to pretend like everything is all handy dandy. I am honestly genuinely terrified. I am so scared of my birth. I get nervous every day just thinking that I'm getting closer. I'm already halfway through. It's just the most terrifying thing in the world. So I just want everyone to know you're not alone. Um, I'm hoping to post more videos. I've never been comfortable posting on YouTube because you got a lot of mean comments and people who just hate the world, or, they're either jealous or just something's going on with them that they have to make other people feel bad. I don't want to be that kind of person. I don't want to hear that. I'm a very sensitive person, but at the same time, I don't care about people's thoughts. Like, people who are rude, I don't like that, because it's just like, what is the point of putting people down? What is your intention or your goal on being negative towards someone? I don't understand. I don't get it. I've never been a negative person. I always told myself and others that negativity gets you nowhere. It's literally you're not going to get anywhere at all with negativity. But aside from that, I kind of want to know other people's experiences, or if they have questions about their first pregnancy, or if they want to share something with their past history, something tragic, scary, something that kind of threw them off, anything like that. I'm kind of just rambling on at this point. But I am terrified, and that's okay. I have my fiance by my side. I have my parents, his parents, my brother, sister, his brother and sister. We're all kind of in it together. My grandma, uncles, all that. So I have a support system. So that's not the problem. It's just the fact of, I don't know how it's going to happen. I've obviously watched videos. I know how it's going to happen, but I don't know the after effects. Everybody's different. Everybody's body is different, and everybody gives birth a different way. So I want people to comment with questions they want me to follow up with, or just anything roughly as far as their experience with giving birth, and if they were as terrified as I was, because I'm pretty sure every first-time mom is terrified, even with their second, third, fourth birth. It's always a scary thing because every single birth is different, especially people who have twins and triplets and quadruplets. That, oh my gosh, I praise you, because there's a history of twins in my family, and I think my fiance's family. But anyways, I was like, if I have twins, I don't know how I'll be able to handle that. But I just have one. I just actually found out today that it's a baby girl. So I'm very excited, and I'm also very shocked because, like I said, everybody's birth is different. And from my personal, reading up on everybody who I know, my family, my friends, and then on YouTube, and then reading just like your myths and everything, and Chinese calendar, whatever that's called. From reading all of that and studying up on all that, I heard that one, if you didn't get sick really at all, there's certain things where I don't feel the baby at all. So I'm always terrified. Your line that's on your belly, I have it above my belly button as well. I've heard that's also a sign of having a boy. And that's what I'm talking about. That's kind of why I want to talk to other people and get their experiences, because from all of that knowledge and research and stuff, I figured I was having a boy. And then come to find out, it's a girl. So just kind of want to know. And also that's another thing too, talking about, I don't feel the baby. So every day is a terrifying day for me. I don't feel, I feel movement now that when I went to my ultrasound, when she was going over a certain spot, she was kicking, but considering I'm only 20 weeks right now, you can't see it, but I can actually feel it. And now I know for sure that was her kicking, because when she went over where her feet were, I seen her move on the screen, and then I felt that, and it kind of feels like a roll. And I was always trying to figure out, what does the baby feel like? Everybody has a different feeling for if it's bubbles like gas or something like that, or a sharp pain, or a roll as far as like a kind of like when you get gas, but it rolls instead of bubbles, if that makes any sense. But that's what I feel. I feel a roll instead, and it kind of just feels like she's folding under and rolling over. I don't know how to describe it. But anyways, that's what I feel. So now it's nice to know that she is in there and I can feel her. But as far as the sickness goes and actual pregnancy things, I don't feel them as much. So I just kind of want to know if there's people out there that have the same thing as me, where you just look like you've been eating a lot of cake, because that's kind of exactly how I look and feel. I do waddle already. My fiance tells me that all the time when we're in the store, and he's 6'2", 6'3", roughly. So, and I'm 5'7.5". And walking with him, he's got long legs and he walks so fast. And I'm sitting here trying to waddle and keep up with him, but it's a whole thing. But anyways, I'm kind of just, I know I repeat myself a lot and I basically talked about a lot of nonsense on here, but I'm going to post this video anyways. I don't care about negative comments. Hopefully I get a lot of positive comments, and mothers to be or already mothers or whatever comment. And if they have questions or anything like that or experiences, I would love to hear whatever you guys had to say. I will show you my bump quick. So this is my 20-week bump here. So this is it. It's kind of more down here. I actually never used to have any kind of a stomach, but now I have a little bit of a round here. And she's definitely sitting more down towards the bottom, which makes sense because I also heard that with girls, they usually sit more towards the bottom. And when you carry a boy, they sit up more up on the top. So that was the one thing that I kind of was different for me, was she is sitting more down here. The whole time we were doing the scan, that's just where she was below my belly button. So anyway, I would love to hear your guys' comments, questions, concerns, anything like that. Let me know. I would love to do more videos like this, and I would love to keep up to date with just my pregnancy. I know there's a lot of women on YouTube that talk about their pregnancies and stuff, but again, it's mainly the positive stuff. And I have positive thoughts about my pregnancy too, but I'm also just very terrified because it is my first pregnancy, and you never know. You always think the worst when creating something. You want to think positive and you want to be positive, but there's always a risk of something happening. And that's just what I always think about, is just the risks that can happen. So enough said, because I've been just rambling on about nothing. Yeah, if you guys want different kind of video about my pregnancy or just whatever in general, I'm hoping to do more videos, whether it's this. I'll be starting a tattoo business soon, so questions about that even, or interested in art. I do love art. I can do a get to know me video if you guys are interested in knowing more about me. I would love to do something like that as well. But aside from that, I got to tend to my 3 fur babies because they are all just kind of staring at me. I just took them out to go potty, but my one dog is just kind of staring at me now. So come here. Okay, this is Melina. Oh, okay. She is an American Staffordshire Terrier. She was actually my mother's dog. Okay, off. And now we're taking care of her. Okay, you got little one here. This is Squirt. She is a boxer pit mix. And then PB, off. Squirt, off. Come on, peeps. And this is PB. She's trying to reach from the couch. She is my also boxer pit mix. But yeah, I have my 3 girls, and now we have another girl on the way, so that's exciting. But yeah, let me know what else you guys would love to see. I would love to do more videos and be more active on YouTube. I'm currently a stay-at-home fiance, wife, whatever you want to call it. So I am home all the time. So if you want to see new content, new faces, content, and a new face, if you're like me, I watch the same 2 people. Like I said, Colleen Ballinger and Rachel Ballinger. I basically literally only watch them 2. Oh, and Abby and Julia. Love them too. Them 2 are a couple. They're due pretty soon here. I follow them as well. But those are like the literally only 3 channels that I watch. Other than that, I'm also trying to look for new faces. So if I'm something that you guys are interested in, hopefully it is. I would love to do some exciting things. I do a lot of driving and traveling, trips, dog stuff, interesting stuff. So art projects, like I said, I do resin art, drawing, painting, stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to get to know me a little bit better, leave a comment down below. I would love to do a get to know me video. Love you guys.